So, like, before we dive into the game, and I know folks are really excited because it's been like a month since my last stream. It was a combination of traveling and hurting my back, and I might have been sick, and also being very sad. And like, the truth of the matter is, I've been having a rough go of it for a while, and it's hard to have a serious conversation while this is playing in the background. I'm trying to get down a little bit, otherwise I'll just start grooving and not be able to talk. No, like, the TLDR thing is that I don't know that I can continue streaming after this for the time being. Truth of the matter is, you guys tune in to see me having real and genuine emotions and feeling connected to this story that we've all been in love with for years. You know, we've really connected with the characters. We've had a lot of, like, I don't know, what it comes down to is that increasingly over the past few months to a year, this sense of things not being real has kind of gotten worse rather than better. And I feel like I am putting on a performance to be Lauren in my day-to-day life, and have been doing that for a while. And years, I would say, and it's gotten, like I said, worse instead of better, and so when I sit here to be Lauren the flute, it's like there's another layer of, I can't just like talk and just be me easily on the microphone and the camera like I've been for all of these years, because I don't have access to that right now, and I'm worried about playing something that is more emotionally engaging and having to pretend emotions and having to pretend to connect, because I've been essentially doing that with really important things in my personal life as well. Making sure that I am sufficiently performing friendship for the people that I know I care about, regardless of what I feel or what is inside me, or the lack of connection to my emotions, or the accumulation of feelings and time and things like that. I'm trying to like rationally calibrate the things that I say and do to be appropriate for like the closeness that I realize I probably should have with people, and the way I should be responding to situations to make sure that I don't hurt the people that I care about by being neutral and blank, on top of not remembering things. And I've been trying to get medical help with it. And either I just really suck at explaining things, or the medical system is not equipped to help me with it. So I've made the kind of complicated decision to step outside of what I've been prescribed, and try to take matters into my own hands and figure out what I can possibly do, because I can't live like this. I can't. And no amount of trying to tell doctors that I need help and I need them to listen to me and take this seriously has made them ever really respond to any of it. And it's really hard. And so, like, I've been, like, on one hand, I'm really glad to be streaming again, because I did miss it last year, but I feel at the end of every stream, like, clearly something is still working in my brain. Like I can talk about the game and its story and its characters and what Toby Fox might be doing. Or isn't it interesting how there's these piles of wires and cables stacked up in the location that we're in because we're in the TV and in the living room, and whatever could that possibly mean. And I can talk about all of that stuff because I guess I can still think, but I kind of can't feel. And I don't want to be one of those people who just plays through something that is an emotional experience that means something to me, or that should be, but who just like plays through. It's just a game. It's just a thing that we're deconstructing. It's just a pile of pixels. Um, you know, things are supposed to kind of come from the heart and who you are, and I don't have access to that right now. It is locked up, and I don't know how to get access to it. And I'm trying to take some steps that might make that happen. And if it does, I will let you all know, and I will be happy about it, I'm sure. And I'm sure the rest of you will be supportive of me no matter what I do. I know that, and I appreciate that. I just, like, I try to explain what it is, and most people have no idea what I'm talking about. And so everyone assumes that I'm feeling better because I just don't know if it's physically possible to get there. That's the thing. The doctors have given me literally no reason to believe that anything will ever get better. And when I try to find, other people who've had similar experiences like this, in some cases they're like, sorry, you're just stuck. You're just stuck. This is going to be how things are for the rest of forever for you, so get used to it. And I don't know if I can do that. So we'll see. And it's just, I don't know. So if you've been following me on social media, I apologize, because I know that I have been, as the kids these days say, crashing out. But that's where I am, and that's part of why I've been postponing this, is because I thought the end of chapter 3 is, it's probably going to have some emotional content. Presumably. I mean, I guess for better or for worse, this is a less emotional chapter. They front-loaded the chapter with the emotional stuff early on, and then it's mostly been kind of a wild ride. Or else I'm missing something, which is possible, because I'm definitely missing something here. I don't know, man. This isn't a good laugh. It's a bad sign. I probably shouldn't go on about this any longer. We should probably go ahead and play the game, but I felt, given that it's been a month, and prior to that it had been a month, and I guess I wanted, not that I owed you an apology or an explanation, but I wanted you to know what was happening and why, because you've been kind and supportive to me for years of a lot of challenges that I've dealt with. And also, I know, because I hear this everywhere, that the assumption is that I'm doing better. And I look like I'm doing better because I've got so much more stamina and so much more energy. Look at me. I can go out and take extended walks and exercise and mostly stay awake during the day and all of these things. And there's no question that my capacity has increased, as my iron levels, my ferritin is over 100, and it's probably going to stay that way for the rest of my life unless something else goes wrong. So that's great. That's been kind of the chapter boss of my life in this period, and it's resolved. But emotionally something's broken. And like, look up derealization, depersonalization. Dissociation is frequently used in other ways. It technically like is related to all of this, but that is what I'm dealing with. I've actually written a poem that I want to record out loud to people to try to get through to people what I'm talking about, and why I don't like it. But yeah, it's not a good time. No, you're absolutely right. That is what I am talking about. And instead, I went to see a psychiatrist yesterday to see if they could help, and they wound up suggesting things that have absolutely nothing to do with anything that I'm struggling with right now, but that somebody with my diagnoses might struggle with in life. Yeah. Oh, I did talk about it at the start of the Deltarune streams. This is going to be shocking to you. I don't remember that. But that's fine. I think, it's funny. I was like, I could deal with this health stuff if I could just remember stuff. And now I'm like, I could deal with not remembering stuff if I could just feel stuff. So like, man, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. So I don't know if we're going to continue streaming after this. I don't know. It doesn't feel responsible for me to be putting myself in front of all of you when I consider myself not fully like in, I don't know. I am at risk of crashing out. And that's not responsible to put in front of other people, especially given how frankly and how freely I talk about what I'm dealing with and how many of you have put your trust in me. I don't want to lead you into anywhere that would not be good or healthy for other people to follow me. So I'm thinking about that and trying to decide what I'm going to do. I think it would be good to finish chapter 3. We'll see what happens. I apologize. I suspect that when the time comes for me to play chapter 4, maybe I will replay chapter 3 just to have a clean... See, it's funny you say that, Fried Toast. I am wearing my jammies. I am streaming in my jammies. Observe the pajama pants. Yeah, no, it's... Oh man. My mom got me these packs of these crazy winter socks, and they're great. Anyway, yeah, I think we'll play this out as it is. And it sucks to have a section of your life crystallized in a stream that is really painful going forward. There's a reason why my transistor stream is taken down, for example. But in a way, like, I mean, it helps knowing this wouldn't be the first time I've replayed through a chapter if I don't like this. Like, if this playthrough is not how I want chapter 3's experience to be. I don't know. I'm not quite sure where I'm going with this. So do you want to put on some tonally inappropriate music and completely change the vibe? You see why I had to turn that off to have a serious talk? Oh, man. Anyway, video games. Thing is, like, it's not a song that I would listen to on my own, but it's undeniably catchy. Yeah, if we'd had the Vooms, I even was thinking, I was like, should I go to the Voom Voom? And I was like, no, that feels that feels artificial to like switch to that. So instead, tonal whiplash. Oh, I need to be on the right screen so that my controller works. There we go. And who knows, maybe if I replay through chapter 3, you'll get your wish, all of you who wanted me to play that other thing. We're gonna check to make sure that I have the egg. I do not have the egg. So, return to title. Here we go. That's more like it. This would have actually been the right music to listen to. So one of my toxic traits is that I laugh instead of crying. It is called inappropriate response, and it has been a very long time Lauren problem. It is a coping tool. Sometimes I don't know why I'm laughing, but sometimes it's because I would be crying otherwise. Oh, man. Yes, it is very disconcerting for other people, apparently. I was jokingly calling out my toxic trait. It's not actually my toxic trait. I probably have other things I could point to as my toxic traits, but I do it a lot. I've been doing it a lot recently. But I've also been crying, so... Man. Hi, game. Welcome to the destroyed and empty space where your once happy family life used to be. Welcome to behind the scenes of a divorce. You know, when my parents told us they were getting divorced, my sister took me and we drove to Walmart at midnight, and we walked through Walmart because it was the only place that was open for 24 hours. We walked there and we got candy and we bought Gundam Wing toys until we decided that it was okay to go home. Of course, they were stressed out and worried about us, and it was like, what do you think is going to happen? We're the kinds of kids who, as very stressed out and upset teenagers, will go to Walmart and buy candy and Gundam Wing toys. I was 17 or about to turn 17. My sister was older than that. See, like, empty green rooms and backstages are great places. I love the backstage of a show, but that's not what this is to me. To me, this is when you go to the house that you lived in that doesn't have as many people in it anymore. It's the feeling of needing to move out of your duplex into a tiny postage stamp sized apartment because the duplex is where you lived with your ex, and now you are making your own memories, and having to move halfway across the country to get away from where all of your friends and your family live, because that is where you were married. And everywhere you go is that, and everyone expects you to be the bigger person and to step aside over and over and over again. And so you decide that if everyone wants you to step back anyway, you might as well just leave. So you do. And you move across the country and your life falls apart. It's great. Would not recommend. See what I mean? I don't think that it is responsible for me to be streaming very much right now, but we are going to finish this chapter. And if I am coming at this divorce from both Chris's and Toriel's perspective, having been both the child of divorce and a divorcee myself, well, an added touch of realism, right? Vending machine. Exchange points into monies? No. I don't remember what this does. Glowing snow, because that's what happens when you turn the television on to no channel. Maybe you put it on in the background to help you fall asleep. My I can't sleep and I need something else in my brain of choice is the Answer Me This podcast. I understand some of you put me on as your I can't sleep and need something else to be safe in my brain, which as somebody now who has had to use that in my life myself, I am honored to be able to provide that service. It is a one way of coping. To play more Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, everybody's turning to stone and we don't know why. They are in the wrong place for too long and they turn. Maybe that's what happened to me. Maybe I am not where and as I'm supposed to be, and I have turned to stone. Oh boy, good job, Lauren. I'm going to go ahead and further the story. There are things I could probably do at this point, but we have the egg. Not too important, not too unimportant. We don't know what the eggs will be, but we've got them. I may just go ahead and go forward. So let's do that. I got that egg. That's right. We had to solve some problems. Puzzle solving, which is a thing that I do. But I needed some hints. All right. The wind blows fiercely as if it fears the night itself. The final act draws near. By the way, they say, this is, in fact, the end of the chapter. So, like, go do the things if you're going to do them. Were any of you guys scared of the night? I certainly was. I befriended Orion so that I would have a friend in the night sky to help me feel like I was safe. Thank you, Axel. I appreciate your Phantom of the Opera. All right. I'm pretty sure I accidentally triggered this scene earlier and decided not to. But we are triggering it properly, so we will do Lauren reads things. Okay. Look, there, I can see it. He's in serious face. Serious Ralsei face. I had a moment there I couldn't remember his name. I had Azrael. There's the dark fountain. If we can just... No! What are you doing? Where are you going? Ahaha! There are still games to play, shows to watch. Please don't leave me. That's my edition if anyone is is listening instead of watching. I'm adding Tenna dialogue. Laughs and screams, smiles and tears. I see what you did there, Mr. Toby Fox. I, too, have a lot of attachment to the ending theme of Earthbound, also known as Smiles and Tears. I do really want to do a cover of that song. A proper one. But I do like how he sneaks in his little reference. If you don't know it, it's fine. It's not like you're missing anything. But if you do know it, you're like... Just wander back to your seats and we can. He's getting faster. Oh! Susie has so much agency. Enough of your dumb games. Hey, by the way, fun fact. I actually wrote that fanfic that I said I was going to, and then I forgot what it was, and then somebody kindly reminded me in stream chat on our Discord server. So go to Lauren the Flute on AO3 and you can read Agency. It is the name of the fanfic that I wrote. I don't know that it was what I thought I was going to write exactly, but it's what I wrote, and it is about Susie and Chris. Mostly about Chris, also about Susie. I should write more about Susie. I like Susie. All right. Susie has had enough of Tenna's dumb games, and she has pulled out the axe. Why the hell do you want us to play so bad anyway? Chris. The screen just shifted off of everybody else, so it's just Chris. Chris knows why. Do you remember it, Chris? When everyone came over for the holidays. And here's the blank channel with that sound. Back when I was just a little old TV. Oh, this is all of them, all of the parents too. Do you hear how different his voice sounds here? Everyone used to gather around my glow to watch the specials. Smiling. Laughing. Eating butterscotch pie. Wasn't that just so much fun? To watch me? I was so happy. Then people stopped coming. Everyone disappeared one by one. Did you see? You could see the order in which they left. And then Azrael, yeah. No one wanted to watch TV anymore. No one wanted to play games anymore. I've been all alone. Until now. When the night appeared. The roaring night. And I was told that if I keep you three busy. But how does Chris factor into this? I can have all the people watch me that I want. And I've been having so much fun playing with you all. I just don't want it to end. So please, just say it with me. His face is blank. There we go. Nope. Sorry, Tenna. Did not say it with you. I'm sure there are streamers who did, but I am not. Enough already! Oh. What are you doing? I just had the suit de-axed. We're done messing around. Give backtorial now. All right, I get it. I get it. I really get it. Talking. I've been doing too much talking. Is there such a thing as too much talking? I don't know, man. No more questions. What you need is another physical challenge. Oh my god, this is incredibly Nickelodeon from the 90s coded right here. That's right, folks. One last challenge. 1,000 points or bust. Can you do it? This is fun, throwing back to the NES-inspired soundtracks that we've heard elsewhere in this game. I like this part. This sound effect. Okay. So I actually don't think I ever played the Super Nintendo Ninja Turtles. So I'm not familiar with the sound font from that one. But given that the sound font for Fighting the Queen in Chapter 2 was very clearly, at least to me, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, the game. Which I know because my band covers it, and so I have listened to those sounds in my ears while playing flute many times. I would totally believe that this one is. Of the 3 boss fights, Chaos King is definitely my favorite. It's the most lore encoded. I don't even remember how it goes, but I think it's the most Lauren one there is. I suspect it has the most electric guitar. I'm putting my faith in me and assuming that Chaos King has more electric guitar, like lead electric guitar, not just rhythm guitar. Okay, good. See, when you have really bad memories, like a really bad memory skill, but really good deductive reasoning and logical skills, you can kind of get by with things like that. I don't remember what it sounds like, although I know I will recognize it if I listen to it, but I assume it's the electric guitar forward one. Maybe we'll listen to Chaos King. That's what I want to make my band play. Very dramatic JRPG boss battle theme. Yeah, with electric guitars. Yeah, that makes sense. Whereas these other two are much more like other kinds of games, non-JRPG games, which is really interesting. Given that this is JRPG and so much of the music does come from his JRPG influences. Not just my favorites. Which, hey, by the way, I was announced as a guest in the Final Fantasy VI fanzine that has been taking applications, so I will be writing from that. Yeah, no, the different boss themes each have their own feeling. And this one is the most, this is very Saturday morning cartoony. Whereas like even the fight with Queen is Punch Out. This is a very Genesis. That's a fairly Genesis baseline. All right, 1,000 points or bust. Can you do it? Hi, Tenna. I could I Love TV, or I could check. Useless analysis? I love useless analysis. Did you see when he turns to face the camera? Look at that. It's a little bit unsettling, that smile. Because he like, his mouth is closed and then he goes like this. And he's actually animated. You can see the mouth opening. It's very effective. Yeah, it does have a little bit of Sonic vibes. Okay, so what I have to ask there with K-Fox, when you say you hate Tenna, do you mean you hate him and his contributions to the story and think he's badly done? Or you hate him as a person within the context of the story for the things that he does? Because those are two different ways to love or hate a character. There are plenty of characters that we love to hate, for example, and there's characters that we think are badly done. And those are very different experiences. So let me know which one you mean when you're talking about him. I'm gonna check him. Bet 20? Ah, interesting. I gotta check him before I gotta check everything. Earn score. Tenna doesn't feel anything like Queen to me, honestly. Queen is controlling and confident and domineering and completely disregarding anyone else and not even acknowledging that anyone else's feelings exist, really. Tenna is desperate. Tenna is sad. He is a pathetic little meow meow, which also brings with it a certain degree of like, not necessarily a good dude. Yeah, no, he's the perfect for a Tumblr sexy man. I would actually say Queen is a bit more one note, but she's funny, so I like her. Like, the thing is, like, you like Queen. You can't help but like, we're gonna have a moment. You asked me a question. We could fight, or we could talk. Queen is hilarious. She's so funny. She is so charismatically funny that you can't hate her even when you're like, I really probably should. She's so absurd. She's so perfect with like, just like, for those of us who have spent too much time on the internet, even if we haven't necessarily spent the same amount of time on the internet in the same places that Queen and or Toby Fox have been on, like, she's just like, she's like the stand-up comedian you can't help but laugh no matter what. She's so funny. Funny. And there is some sadness of that. And the thing is that she's not even evil. Like, you want to slot all of these villains into the evil category because we are in magical fantasy land. We have gone to the dark world, the land of make-believe, in which there are heroes and there are villains. But Deltarune is a story about messed up people, some of whom are doing the best they can and some of whom have kind of given up on that. And so all three of the villains of each chapter are in some way an embodiment of a kind of pain and a fear of abandonment. Like, Chris and the entire rest of the cast here, they've all got major abandonment issues specifically. That's part of, I think, why they work so well together. Like, the king is furious that he was left by a friend that he trusted. So he's angry and feels betrayed. Queen is afraid of losing control and being abandoned. But instead of like retaliating or like, I don't know, she's just like I'm gonna get what I want because I'm the queen and that's what I do. And if you think about it, like, the male and female parental figures in Chris's life and in the lives of the characters in this game actually map a lot better to, like, I don't know, like the women specifically. Toriel obviously is not scary in the way that I think Mrs. Holiday is. But she is controlling. She is controlling. Like, Toriel is a controlling and protective mother. And obviously the Mayor Holiday is that taken to an unhealthy, and I would go out on a limb here and say abusive degree. And so it's very interesting to me. No, but see, the king is not trying to be useful to Lightners, but he is angry with the Lightners. How dare the Lightners he was friends with leave him? So, like, they're not just doing their own thing. They are very much defined by their relationship with the Lightners and how they feel about the Lightners. Like, King he's angry and bitter. Honestly, Asgore is probably more like Mr. Tenna right here than he is like the king. Oh, Asgore, my man, still giving flowers to your ex-wife. I'm trying to remember more of the details of the breakup, but I don't know. Anyway, all that to say, I don't think Tenna's a badly done character. I think Tenna is a well done character. I think he's exploring something that's similar to what the other bosses were used to explore. Like all of them, like I said, like they're kind of in line, just he's the most pathetic of them. Tenna's interesting because if you're gonna compare him to any character in the game, it is in fact his toxic ex-boyfriend. You know? Tenna has pathetic optional mini-boss vibes, but somehow or other managed to make himself the boss of a chapter, which is so... Like, Tenna, the king, like, yes, he's abusive and violent and bad and whatever. He's cool, though. He's cool. He has a cool theme. He's a cool guy. He is cool. There is a coolness factor there. The queen is hilarious and stupid and also very cool. This man is not cool. This man is not cool at all. Like, he shouldn't be the boss of a chapter. He's so pathetic. Like, yes, he kind of has his one thing and he does it over and over and over again. That's kind of the point of him, I think. Like, I feel like we did have more that we went through to do I mean, chapter 1 is largely about, like, Susie coming to terms with maybe she can be a hero. Just because everyone thinks she's a villain doesn't mean she's got to be. So by chapter 2, like, we have a lot of other things going on and doing more character development and stuff like that. But, like, those two are trying to do something. Tenna's just trying to go back to the past. It's just not even working. Nobody is into it. Nothing is, like, it doesn't work. He does reruns, yes. He does reruns over and over again. Nobody's into it. Nobody's enjoying it. I feel like it is a shorter chapter than the other chapters. And it has less emotional content in a way. It's not that it doesn't have emotional content, but this feels like it's doing something besides pulling at your heartstrings mostly. But a large part of it is because Tenna couldn't carry a chapter like chapter 2. He's too pathetic. This man does not have a chapter 2 in him. So chapter 3 has been really disorienting for me, and I wonder sometimes as I've been playing through it, I've been like, what am I doing wrong? What am I missing? How much of this is something is wrong with my brain? And how much of it is just that chapter 3 is really weird? But I really respect the fact that Toby Fox could have just been like, I'm gonna follow a template. And I figured what the template was gonna be, I thought. And then chapter 3 was like, no. And I'm like, once again, Mr. Toby Fox. Once again, Mr. Toby Fox, you have defied my expectations. Well, but see, this chapter 3 absolutely does have stuff happening in the Dark World. It's just all sad in hidden, lost, forgotten little corners. It's all about opening up rooms you're not supposed to be in and digging around in someone's forbidden junk drawer. You know? It's all about sneaking through and asking somebody to maybe look the other way while you go in places you're not supposed to be to find people who are hidden and forgotten about, who've forgotten everything. Yeah, like, this is Chris's chapter and not in a way that I expected each character's chapter to be. Like, chapter 1 is Susie's chapter, and Lancer is there to be a foil in a way to Susie and be like the vessel through that's a loaded term to use in Deltarune. The vessel through which Susie's character development kind of takes form. I loved Chapter 1 upon a replay. It was kind of met to me the first time through, but playing through it a second time, I mean, I guess I probably don't have to tell you that. Some of you were there with me for that. And it's a great character arc. But as long as you think Susie's supposed to be the bad guy instead of the main character of it, it doesn't work as well. When you know that Chapter 1 is Susie's chapter, it's amazing. It's really, really good. And then Chapter 2 is fully realized as what it is and works extremely well. You know, Moth Computer, I thought that. And then I played Chapter 3. Chapter 3 is the oh wait. You thought this was Susie's story? No. Because prior to that, I was just like, no, she's clearly hands down the main character. But Chapter 3 is Chris's chapter. These are Chris's. Okay. Well, as someone who started on the path and could have easily become an abuser and did not become an abuser and had to work hard at it, and who has seen people at the beginning of that journey who were not able to stop that journey, I am personally invested in the idea of helping children not become the monsters that the world shapes them to be. So I think that people who struggle with the idea of redemption arcs, that's probably, I mean, that's an understandable thing, but that is a kind of damage that is continuing to hurt you and that would probably be good to work on. Because, I don't know, I think revenge is unhealthy to cling to, and redemption is... It is more important for harm to be lessened in the world than to feel vindicated. If your interest in the world is harm reduction and maximizing good in the world. Yeah, no, you're totally allowed to not like a character. I just have encountered people who have a really hard time with redemption acts and with characters who are flawed in certain ways, getting a second chance. But Susie is a literal child, so I think she in particular deserves a chance. But yeah, this is the chapter about what divorce will do to you as a kid, which is really I mean, I'm sure a whole lot of us can relate to that. So yeah, like I guess where I'm getting at with this is that I actually think Tenna's a great character. I think he's really well done. And I think the fact that people can't stand him and also people love him and want to put him in their pocket means that he has completely succeeded at what he's trying to be. He's annoying. He's pathetic. He's kind of creepy and weird. You know? And it's... Now let's not dogpile on somebody for having feelings and opinions about characters. Like we all are allowed. There was a character in Disco Elysium that I didn't like and people got upset with me, and I was like, well, I'm comparing this character to people that I've met in real life, and this character I don't know well enough to know that they're not actually that. It happens. It happens. And yeah, honestly, people mostly dislike Alphys because they see too much of themselves in her. Yeah. But yeah, like, so like, Tenna's that kind of like, he's that kind of thing. Like, anybody who can't let go of an ex, whether or not they stalk the ex, if they're still just clinging to the ex, you've got a little bit of Tenna in you. Anybody who can't let go of, but I mean, I'm just joking, unless, I mean, I know it's not gonna happen unless, even if it's not a romantic situation at all, you got a little bit of Tenna in you. We've all been there. It's okay. But the pacing in chapter 3 is very weird. And the structure of it is weird. We're all social animals desperate for approval. Yes. Look at me. I am literally playing video games on a camera so I can have an audience. Do I like attention? When they were trying to assess me yesterday, they asked me if I had any fear of abandonment, and I laughed, and I was like, literally, the definition of hell to me would be that I would be all alone and everyone had forgotten about me. So, I get it. I too have probably acted out in ways to try to force people to pay attention to me and remember that I exist. But yeah, Tenna is man. Oh, Tenna. But yeah, so on the subject of hurting the feelings of inanimate things, I assume I probably already said this, but I don't remember. I don't remember whether I said this or not, but I've always had a problem with projecting humanity and feelings on inanimate objects. It's always been a problem. So I had a really hard time throwing things away. Still do. And I don't know. Hold on, guys. Okay, there's actually some fighting going on in the chat. Please do not, or the mods will time you out. So please, I would recommend that you stop talking to each other, both of you. But I am glad that people feel safe to talk about things here. His boss fight might. No, that's true, but somebody asked me going into this fight what I think about Tenna. And I'm telling them. I am answering that question. Why would I answer a question in like 3 words if I could go on for like 10 minutes? Yeah, we'll find out. No, and so Spamton. Spamton's a great character too. And he's another one that like retroactively becomes such a better character when you get to know like the depth behind him. All right. Popular boy. Popular boy. Oh, right, I'm playing a video game. The music in this section, the TV World song and this one, like, they're so upbeat and moving, like, you can't sit still and you can't think. You know? Such a good bass line. I assume that Ralse is going to give his health to give score points. fair point, some triangles. Chapter 3 is kind of unpleasant, in a way. But then it's paired with 4, so I don't know. We will see. Is there enough Lauren to be able to play Chapter 4? I don't know, man. We're gonna R action. Tenna standard. There's something else that usually goes on this screen. I don't know what it is. Tenna, the... Who talks like this, folks? Do I still have those equipped? Everyone's favorite Scantron is here. Speaking of Tenna, the tragic businessman that died at the now of the story. The tragic businessman is, of course, Spamton himself. What are you doing, Spamton? Susie said, I love TV, and Ross, I said, I love TV. Don't think it's gonna be easy, because today, we've got an all-star cast. Oh! Oh, I was doing so well. Hear that whine? That's your CRT asking for a walk. Oh, I actually misread that as a cat asking for a walk. I'm like, Ella actually did used to. HP, 100%. Play game. Oh, this takes some toilet paper. Well, that's fine. Everyone gets ready to play game time. So our star contestants have contested our stars. Oh! This is why Toby Fox has to be particular when people translate his games. Oh no, Ella used to paw at the drawer that her leash was held in. She really liked walks. But can they survive another physical challenge? Probably not, maybe. Oh, geez. Dodge fire. Oops. I did not dodge the fire. Oops. Not so great. Clap and cheer, smile and scream. Entertainment on your screen. We're not gonna fight him. Oh, I can't minigame. I guess I have to earn score. Bet 20. No. Let's see what this does. Popular boy. You said I love TV. Susie said I love TV. He couldn't help but give some score. Rossi became the center of attention. That's the Fan Gamer plush. Please never change, Toby Fox. Oh my god. Why me? That's the best possible expression and reaction. Any change to Ralsei's HP will give you points. Haha, no way we can use that take. Cut. Cut, I said cut. Smash cut. Oh. Oh, goodness gracious me. Fresh from the juice, fresh from the juice. I should probably be able to heal. Let's do this. I don't think I'm good enough for that right now. I guess we'll do that. Everybody loves TV. We couldn't help but give some score. You guys are so good, it's making me laugh. How about we play you a rim shot? Oh! No! Oh, shoot! I have to lead you. Don't touch that dial, things are heating up. Sick of the classics? We'll make them Neo. Uh-oh. Neo shows, Neo programs, just watch, watch, watch. Okay. Brawl, say please don't die. Oh, he can almost heal. Okay, hopefully that'll be alright. Who says an old CRT can't learn new tricks? Look, the 6 p.m. show? I'll show it at 5. Oh, geez. I did not see that coming from down there. Clap and cheer, smile and scream. Entertainment on your screen. Oh, I could do a mini game here. Oh, but that takes so much toilet paper. Nope. I need that toilet paper to heal. All right. Ratings. Ha! I'll show you charisma. HD's nothing when you got nostalgia. To be fair, we do really like nostalgia in this era. Ah, shoot! Come on, kids, the audience loves it. Can't you hear them cheering? Listen. Susie, you liked watching, didn't you? Come on, tell him, tell him. Shoot, that does so much damage. Where's the audience? Where'd they go? Where are they? Am I supposed to have bought new gear? I'm taking so much damage. Pretty sure that'll get me more toilet paper, which is probably what I should be doing. I'm kind of learning what I'm doing here. But 20 points. Oh my god, look at how cool she is, though! Say they don't need to throw me away. Oh shoot, 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 oh shoot. Ah, no! Oh my god. Holy crap. That damn audience! I gave them so many points to be here today. All right, well we're gonna die, but it's fine. I'm still marvelous. I'm still mysterious. Toriel ought to know she doesn't need a new TV. Oh no, you guys are butts. That was Susie. Come on, that all you got? Sorry, I really like... Chris, get up. Okay. Hang on. I might be able to go buy more clothes. We're gonna find out where we can buy more clothes. Where would I buy more clothes? Here? This machine now only accepts dark dollars. Ginger guard. That will raise my defense. I want that. Both of these will raise my defense. Is the problem that I'm wearing garbage? Maybe I'm wearing garbage. Hold on. Wrong. Oh, my glasses. Oh, wow. Okay. The devaluation of points as currency. That's funny. We apologize for the convenience. Okay. Gain more toilet paper from bullets, though. I like that. But it would involve decreasing my defense. Can't do that. Oh, it's probably the mannequin. Isn't actually a thing. That's probably part of my problem. Ginger guard. A steel bangle tempered by extreme flame. Its shape is humanoid in nature. Oh my god. It's a cookie cutter. Shaped like a person. Why is that in your couch, Toriel? It's not Toriel's fault. Chris, why were you playing with cookie cutters in the couch? I did buy one for... Okay. I don't remember looking at the ginger guard before. I might not have, because that doesn't seem familiar, but... Okay. Royal pin. Does anything raise my defense above that? No. 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 I feel like I need higher defense. Well, at least Chris should take less damage now. Is there another? There's another shop. I don't remember what it does. This is a shop. Hi, sad person. Points to items. Ah! Wait, but these raise my attack. That's why I didn't buy them. Toxic axe. I want to own them though. I need to own them because then I can see what they are. Smelly weapon. Sin type armaments. Weaklings can flex too. Oh, that lowers my defense. A saber made of 10 cactus needles. Fortunately, can deal more than 10 damage. Oh my god, it's like 1,000 needles. Man, okay, brave axe. An axe used to clear wastelands in a fetid swamp. Fetid? How do you say that word? Not poison, but gross. Fetid, okay. Tepid, fetid. Those words sound like they come from the same era. You know, they have a similar vibe. They live in the same neighborhood, like down the street from each other. Yeah, I was gonna say this feels like something from a Dark Souls. Poison swamps. But it raises attack, which I don't really care about. Dainty scarf. It increases healing power. That's why I have it. Scarf that is warm and fuzzy, but with a metal core that lets it keep its shape. It's a ribbon with wire in it. Okay, well, neither one of those are things I want to equip. Drat. Okay, well, that's fine. Oh, nothing. We just determined that the stinky axe is probably Dark Souls Poison Swamp stinky axe. Okay, we'll blame the Romans for those words. Here, we need a little bit of points to items. TV slop. Members discount. Sure. Hi, Sock. Hi, Bunny. Hello, whomever's behind the curtain. I'm sorry that you are concerned. Yeah, see, like, this chapter is all about the secret hidden spaces you're not supposed to go. With things that you don't want to admit. Swell. You felt glad. Did we, though, game? Did we really? Oh my god, did you just make a pun on the word gross? You did. Magnificent. Yes, the vending machine is at the desk. Ram was a plug. Big played with him like a toy. Classy meal for big shots. That is cute. Okay, I seem to have gotten all the stuff I get here. Wait, why is this a thing? Why can't I talk to this machine? The vending machine had no response. Well, maybe a little. Not really. Okay. The objects in... Did I ever play this? Sure, I've got some points. I might as well. You received a fortune. There are no weapons in the game. Kids and adults can enjoy alike. No weapons in the game. Play again? Sure. TV slop was added to your storage. Play again? Sure. Oh. Tenna tie was added to your armors? What? That sounds good. A giant heavy-duty bulletproof tie. How to even wear it? Ah, it resets. Okay. Well, that's fine. You got a golden tennis statue. Anyone call dibs? Guess it can go in your room? Question mark. Play again? Sure. What else am I gonna do with my points at this point? Huh. Point. TV dinner was added to your storage. Play again? Sure. 200 points was added to your score. Play again? Sure, I didn't realize that I could get points for doing this. Exec buffet was added to your storage. What? That sounds like a lot of food. Oh, that was gold. Okay. Ginger guard. Okay. Sure, why not? There's something in this white capsule. It's fuzzy. It's fluffy. Did you get an item or not? Play again? Sure. Deluxe dinner was added to your storage. play again? Sure. Oh man, look at that chance of gold. I don't know what I'm doing, man. Oh, this tension max was added to your storage. Oh, that's for my toilet paper rolls. Sure. There's still stuff we haven't gotten in here. Sure. Oh, we got a gold. Revivement. Okay. Do I need my points for anything else? Because I kind of want to just like keep going with this and see what happens. Ho ho ho, I'm an item! Lancer was added to your key items! Probably should have done that sooner. TV dinner. Gonna see what we get as we keep trying this. Huh? Sparkly sparkles. Blue ribbon was added to your armors. That sounds good. No more gold. Okay. You could have too many Lancers. Amazing. Okay. Did it give me... Wait. Prickly. Worse healing, better attack? No. No. Was it for her? Auto axe. I'm sorry. I love bad idea. Amazing. I'm pretty sure. I've looked it up before. Okay, so. Chain armor. Blue ribbon. A blue cheer bow. When the user uses a healing move, it recovers slightly more HP. My defense goes down though. But my magic goes up. Oh. I need the defense. As good as healing is good. Don't think I got anything new for you. Yeah. Oops, wrong button. A handsome bow tie. Looks like the brand name has been cut off. Okay. What else did I get? Chris, level 3. Enjoying the youthful days. Dark actor participates in occult acts. X-horse was a horse at some point. Of course, of course. And no one can talk to a horse. Yes. I'm sorry. Oh, that's right, I did get... Wait, hold on. But I got another glow shard. Hi, Lancer. Oh, enjoy my presence for a single room. Oh, man. Does that mean that he's gonna go away? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Art. Oh my god. Amazing. Thank you. I'm glad to know that somebody subscribed at the Splats. Thank you, 3D Leo. I'm very cool. So I assume that means... I have a whole bunch of Lancer controllers. I assume this means that once I leave this room, I'm not going to be able to do this again. Blame Chrono. That's not my fault. The voice themes, the voice are singing a duet. Well, I will say probably there's nobody else who did that on Twitch. This is a unique component only a Lauren would do. Aren't you glad you're here, folks? I'm committing audio crimes. No big deal. I bet if I eat the egg, it's bad. I'm not going to eat the egg. I saw that the egg is actionable, and I don't want to do that. Is it Mother 3 that you can have an egg and then you sit in the hot tub and then the egg boils? Is that Mother 3? Oh, I did it right. Yay. Okay. Alas, the boy has gone. That's okay. For a brief time, a brief, beautiful time, we had the boy. Okay, so I have slightly better gear, but I'm not... Chat hat. Oh, I need to add the bot. The bot is gone right now. I'm sorry. The bot is not, because it's been so long. The bot went to sleep. I'm sorry. I could take the time to turn that on if we want. In fact, I can do that while you guys answer my question. My question is, if I don't care about hitting anybody, if I don't want to do damage to anybody, is there still, like, do I still want to put better weapon on? Meanwhile, I'll try to put our bot back on. Okay. So I do want better weapons. Hold on. I gotta log in. I'm trying to get Flutie Bot back. And here you are all, Lauren's gonna beat this game today. That's what you think. I promise I'm not trying to delay it. I'm just, okay. Activate the bot. The bot is active. You should now be able to get the bot to respond. All right, look at that. We did it. All right. Okay, so I'll put on that. This is the one that I just got. But it makes his magic go down. It's fine. I just think that that's too much of a decrease. This makes guts go up. And it's for heroes. And Susie is a hero. Why do I have oh, I have the dollars up because oh, plus 30%. That's a big dollars up. Okay. I think we're gonna try again. You guys ready? Are you folks ready for me to try and fail again? God, he's so good at writing cool things. The wind blows fiercely as if it fears the night itself. The final act draws near. Like, so cool. He is so cool. Oh, wait, I need to change my items. Hold on, let me storage. We're going to storage. Okay. I don't want some sort of bland cafeteria food. The ice cream cone is soggy and saggy. I don't want that. I want... Oh, arrivements are really good. Spaghetti code doesn't do much health, so it's probably not worth the space. TV dinner. Ha! The TV's pointy nose is used as a cone for the ice cream. Okay, so there's a difference between this. Okay. Oh, exec buffet. Exec buffet. Hold on. Dog dollar. A dollar with a certain dog on it. Its value decreases each chapter. I have to keep the dog dollar on me at all times, obviously. Exec buffet. A dinner for cushy TV executives. The blue caviar is unforgettable. I suppose those are the little blue balls that get thrown around. Okay. Deluxe dinner. A TV dinner for high-ranking contestants. Comes with detachable antennas. Did he use the word unforgettable as a Simpsons reference thing because of that meme that everyone likes? Spin cake is really good. I'm gonna replace this with this. Oh, wow. That sounds probably good. I'm just not... I mean, maybe I should use this. This is enough to be able to heal. Or you could just have a healing item. I I don't know why I don't want to eat the chalk. Is there a reason why I don't want to eat the chalk? Yes or no? Because Noelle gave it to Susie. That's right. Okay, then I don't want to eat the chalk. That's a good reason. We're not going to eat the chalk. Thank you. Chrono, you get me. That is the answer. Not, is there a reason why nobody else would want to eat the chalk, but is there a reason why I don't want to eat the chalk? And that's the reason why. All right. A basic mechanic I may have forgotten? Okay, sure. What essential game element did I forget? I know that if you defend, it raises your toilet paper. Yes. I remembered that in the previous battle. But by that point, it was too late. Yes, only Susie may eat the chalk. That's how it goes. In the time of need, when Susie is on the brink of death, she will consume the sentimental chalk and live on. That needed dramatic reading. I hope that was okay. All right. I appreciate you folks rolling with the toilet paper thing, but what did they think I was going to call it when they called it TP, huh? Toby Fox knows what he's doing. Is there anything else I should put here? Do I want the revived dust? Trying to decide. The thing is, I'm probably not going to use that. I don't know what the context of that Final Fantasy X quote is, but it's a good one. What was I doing that made me scream and climb a thing? Rotten tea was deteriorated after a short while due to its poor craftsmanship. See, there was enough going on in chapter 2 that we had those teas. Okay. Butt juice. Thanks, Toby Fox. No, I think we're good. The only other thing is if I replace revived dust with TV dinner. But I think I'm going to try it with this. Yes. That is one thing you can usually count on me to do, Blue Glass. I may forget to save, I may forget to heal, but if I change my inventory, I may save. Cutscene? Okay, thank you. Yeah, no, he knows what he's doing. He's played Final Fantasy X as well. I see you all thanking Toby. He knows what he's doing. No, not spare. Defend. We'll get some toilet paper up. Okay, so two defends gives you a toilet paper. Heal. Cowabungadero! That's the smooth taste of TV time. I do really appreciate that you can hear the Spampton in him. Oh, my score went up to 31. Okay. smash cut. Okay, hold on. No! Oh, shoot, no! No! I'm doing a bit better this time around, I think. So our star contestants have contested our stars, but can they survive another physical challenge? This is a good question. Oh, wait. Shoot! I was not prepared. I should have been prepared and I was not. Yes, no, Tumblr loves everything about this man. This man was made for Tumblr more than any other character I've ever seen in my life. It's like the way that Garrus Vakarian from, well, specifically Mass Effect 2, I think, is the one that's really does it the most, is like designed to be like the most female gazy character for women who like men. This man was like constructed specifically for Tumblr. Also calling Tumblr out in the process. I'm happy for those of you who love Garrus. Rim shot. What was this one? Oh, shoot. No, I don't like this one. Shoot, no. No! I don't know what I'm supposed to do there. But it's fine. That is like the TV time theme there. That no, that's not TV time. No, that's Spamton. I really appreciate how much Spamton has been put into, like, if you didn't know that they were exes, you would suspect there was something going on there. No! I did pretty well that time. It really does feel like this is supposed to make you think it says cat. I think. You know, your CRT or your cat. Okay, look. Okay, Spamton and Tenna clearly made each other worse. Who took the breakup worse? I feel like Tenna is worse adjusted. And yet, I think Tenna might be worse adjusted than Spamton. Even if Spamton literally lives in a garbage can. I'm just... man. Truly the toxic breakup of all time. I should probably heal myself. Gonna do it. Okay. 6 p.m. show at 5. Man. No! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Am I getting better at this game? That's true. Yeah, Spamton, I think Spamton is dealing with the breakup perhaps better. He's just also, yes, like... Although the knight talked to Tenna. We don't know what it is that talked to Spamton. Don't tell me. If you know or have theories, don't tell me. I'm getting distracted. I'm supposed to be playing this game, but do you hear this music? Oh shoot, we are running low on toilet paper. Okay. Ralsei, are you ready to vampire up in your cape? No, I don't like the rim shot. No, no, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. That's such a good baseline. All right, you're gonna heal Chris. Very good. Okay. Okay. I was doing so well too. God, I take so much damage. I take so much damage. Gosh. All right. I think I might have to use an item. No, but there's totally an audience. They're doing the wave and they look like little demons. Heals team 100 HP. I don't need that. Wait, this restores 100? Who's missing 100? Nobody. What else do I have that's less than 100? This reminds me of something. I don't remember what it is. I don't have any slop on me. Yeah, my heals are too good. I may forego healing this round. Let's hope I don't get Ralsei killed. Tell him, Susie! Say they don't need to throw me away! Oh shoot, God! Oh my God, no! Oh no! No, 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 no. Okay. Hey, upside. Part of the melody also makes me think of something from Smiles and Tears, actually. I might as well actually use a TV dinner. Because Chris is finally missing 100 HPs. I'm still marvelous. I'm still mysterious. I'm pretty sure this is the round I got to and then died the first time around. Toriel, I don't know. She doesn't need a new TV. No! No, rim shot, no! No, rim shots. No! Oh my God, I'm dying. Mike, if you're still here, ban everyone from the gift shop. I could heal. Susie. I'm sorry, I keep singing along. I can't not. You're gonna heal Chris or yourself. You're gonna heal yourself. Chris, I watched you grow up. Just admit you need me already. Shoot, I was doing so well. I'm not like him. I'm better. I swear I'm better. Mike, tell him. Is he talking about spams in here? I don't know. The part here that I like the best, that it's got the pretty stuff, it has smiles and tears vibes. Who do you think taught you to laugh and cry? What, you think it's my fault you forgot how? It's interesting that the implication here is either Chris said this or Tenna's reading into Chris's. Yeah. No, like, Toby Fox is an incredibly good writer. He can write brilliant and beautiful turns of phrase when he wants to. And then be an absolute little troll gremlin. He's very, very skilled. I would like to have... he's a masterclass. I have actually been more conscious of how I use comedy in my writing because of him. I don't know if I succeed all the time, but there's nothing wrong with practicing. Oh, shoot! Oh, no! No, no, no! No, 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 no. Clap and cheer, smile and scream, entertainment on your screen. I'm sorry, that just has to be running that, kind of. Well, the thing is, Violet Square, he loves sincerity because yes, he was raised on Homestuck, but he was also raised on Earthbound. And the level of sincerity that HOE puts into the things that he creates cannot help but rub off on you. Especially if you're, I don't know, young and formative. Or young at a formative age. And those are the influences in your life. Well, he proves that you can do sincerity while also having consequences, stakes, and ridiculous, sometimes trollish comedy. Well, it's interesting that Undertale and Steven Universe emerged at a similar time. Like, and both resonated with people on a similar level for similar reasons. Like, the world was desperate for that level of sincerity, and so yeah, no, there's a lot of overlap. Had you not thought about that, Chrono? I know I've thought about it before. I don't remember if I've said anything about it before, but I know that it's been in my brain. This is not the first time it's bounced around in my noggin. Yeah, no, absolutely. They definitely... I don't know that they pulled from any of the same primary influences, although it's clear Rebecca Sugar is a fan of JRPGs, and so is Toby Fox. I don't know that they're formative media. Was Rebecca Sugar a Homestuck? This is, I don't really. Okay. But somebody else involved with that show was. Okay. Invader Zim, though, is like similar and probably one of the components that went into Homestuck's humor. Just like looking at things like, I feel like you could kind of draw a family tree. And I hadn't thought of Invader Zim as, but yes, absolutely it was related. How fascinating. Isn't it interesting how all of these things are interconnected? And at the time, I don't think they were thinking about drawing influences from these things and who else might be drawing influences from these things. Now, because we've seen that happen, we are more aware of it. I don't know. I find it very... That's what I've heard, Pithco. I have very much enjoyed things that are descended from Homestuck. I don't know that I would ever read Homestuck. I love Toby Fox's games. I have a complicated feeling about the Locked Tomb, but I love a lot of things about it, and I'm very glad it exists. And in fact, have right here bought at VGM Con. Who here likes the Locked Tomb? Speaking of things that were inspired by Homestuck and made by Homestucks. I bought these partly because the artist said if you put them like this, they hold hands. And I was like, you get it. You get it. That's Gideon. My roommate looked at this. She hasn't read the book. She just knows about them in like by reputation. And she was like, is Gideon really buff? And I was like, look at those biceps. Those are Gideon's canonical biceps. And that is her teeny tiny little nunlet of a girlfriend. I don't know that I would recommend the Locked Tomb to everybody, but I would recommend the fandom and the fanfics about it to everybody. I read 17776 recently. I started it back in the day, but I didn't remember anything about it. So who knows if I finished it. I think it would have probably blown me away more if I'd read it when it was new. As it was, I enjoyed it. And I liked the things that it did and the questions that it asked and the things it was saying about people. But I don't think it moved me the same way it moved other people. But again, as we discussed at the beginning of this stream, it is also possible that if I were a Lauren fully in touch with herself and her emotions, I might have felt differently. It is definitely very sincere. Also, is Juice everyone's favorite character? I went from that to I'm rereading System Collapse prior to Platform Decay, which apparently is available and waiting for me at the bookstore, so I can go read more Murderbot. And it is good to go from 17776 to Murderbot, which is a cozy read for me, but maybe not. So maybe System Collapse is the least cozy of them. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna read fight. Game, fight, game, fight. I'm so close to beating the fight. I got distracted. Also, did you say you worked on the Juice space device? Not a satellite. Satellite's orbit. Are you a literal rocket scientist? That's so cool. That's so cool! Oh man, that's so cool. Since you worked on the rocket, do you feel like the characterization of the rocket that you were part of did that feel in character to you? Oh, that's so delightful. I do appreciate the mishmash of people we have in here. By the way, if Lynx Griffin is still in chat, some of the best Toby Fox fan creations. Like, I read Dogs of Future Past and loved the hell out of it. I read Deltarune until I was like, okay, this is going to be in chapters I haven't played yet. So I stopped, but I still see your art pop up from it. Yes, if you like Undertale and you haven't yet read Dogs of Future Past, remedy that. It's really, really good. It's really good. Especially if you're like, I don't feel closure about Asriel. It's funny, I have like giant holes in my memory. So I don't remember any of the specifics, but I can tell you Lauren loved the hell out of that. So good, so good. It's very good. And just generally good art overall. Anyway, so we've tangented off our tangent, off of our tangent, off of our tangent, but we did tie it back to Toby Fox's games. So, I am the master of the tangent. I actually don't have a shortage of health right now. How did that happen, folks? I won't get too cocky. Oh. I didn't realize the next that close. I thought I was still 2 rounds off. Well, it's fine. That's it. It's time for the final episode. I'm good at this. What will happen to our heroes when the bad guy turns into his final form? Let's see what happens. When they realize this show is never gonna end. Uh-oh. What am I... This is some serious chaos. Defeat Tenna. Oh! Oh shoot! Oh my god, I'm about to die! Oh my god, he's making so many hearts! I'm gonna die, 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 I'm gonna die! Oh my god! Oh! Oh, but there's different costumes! They're really cute. No. No, no. No! Well, he's little. I just wanted to be watched. I just wanted you to look at me. One last time. I'm sorry, Tenna, but this is not the way to do it. There is such thing as bad attention. Since a little while ago, all that I've been broadcasting is the same reruns over and over. I don't have anything anyone wants to watch anymore. I'm irrelevant. I'm junk. I don't want to be thrown away. Mr. Tenna, I understand how you feel. To want to be important, to want to be useful. Perhaps you might not be watched much anymore. But that doesn't make you a failure, Tenna. You've brought smiles, light into Lightner's lives. To Chris's family and friends for so long. So there's nothing to be ashamed of. If that ever comes to an end. Darkners all become obsolete eventually. But we aren't real, Tenna. We shouldn't make Lightners worry about what happens to us. It'd just make them unhappy, wouldn't it? Dot, dot, dot. Maybe you're right. But I... Best girl. Best girl. Susie's like, I don't care what you think the story here is, and I don't care. That's dumb. She's the best character. She's my favorite. She says, hey, we've got her serious business face. You want to know what I think? Susie? I think you don't have to take being thrown away. Oh my God. Susie is just like, I do not care what you guys think the story is. I don't care what kind of story you're trying to tell or how you're going to martyr yourselves or be dramatic or whatever. This is dumb. Also, she might relate. Let me tell you about being thrown away, Susie. Do we actually, don't tell me. Do we actually get to know some of Susie's backstory? Oh my God. I've never really been able to make friends. I was always the scary girl, the bad kid. The only times anyone ever got close to me were as a joke. And even if I did start to make a real friend, I'd always end up moving away. When I moved here, I thought it would be the same thing. I felt like you. I thought Lost Girl was about dust being gone. I didn't think Lost Girl could be Susie's theme too, but it makes absolute and perfect sense. I felt like a broken toy no one wanted. Chris's mom saw me. Toriel. Saw me sitting on the bench in the graveyard crying. She asked me what was wrong and told me everything was going to be okay. Took me to the diner, bought me a hot chocolate. Talked to me, told me I'd make friends. That gave me hope, even just a little. And recently, that hope's been growing. Because now I have friends. Real friends. Friends I want to keep. She's the best. Chris, Ralsei, Lancer, Toriel too. Even though I thought I was broken. Look at her face. Look at her face. Honey, I just needed to find the right people, you know? So, don't worry, dude. Someone out there wants you, promise. God, speaking of sincerity, look at her face. Man. Chris, you'll help me ask around town, right? Someone's gotta watch TV. Such an easy solution to the problem. Oh my god. You'll help me? Susie, you? This man, he just needs a flower crown and he's done. You're incredible. You're amazing. No, you're marvelous. I feel electric. I feel like $1,000,000. This must be what hope feels like. God, that is such a great illustration of it. I love this. We're inventing a Hall of Fame just for you. This is really cute. Oh my god, so Susie's not messing around here. She's just like, puts her hand on her hip. She looks up at him to emphasize the size difference here. She's like, I'm not scared of you. You're in trouble. But you gotta get back Toriel. She's got people that need her too. I understand. His face has gone away because he's a little ashamed. I know it's not what the knight wants, but... Chris, Susie, good contestants deserve a good prize. This way. And he dances that way. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm sorry, Ralsei, but you're going to become a real boy. You don't have any say in the matter. At least, if Susie has her way. Susie. Hear that, Ralsei? No one's going to get thrown away. Not you, not me, not Chris. Got it? I love this girl. This is the true power. Oh my god, look at her sprite. Look at her sprite. Even when she's having serious moments, a lot of times she's still got her little angry eyebrow. But look at her. Oh, she's a cutie. She's a cutie. Okay. Cut it, Susie. Well, let's go. Yeah, see, like, she's, like, grinning, but she's got the angry eyebrows because that's her, like, default. Are you inviting me to talk about my favorite character and why she's so great? It is really interesting to me that, like, the beginning of this chapter is Susie and Ralsei's existential crisis. And then we have Chris's feelings about divorce. And then we go back to Susie and Ralsei's existential crisis, in which Susie says no. Susie would probably shake me and be like, Lauren, I don't care what's wrong with how you feel. I don't care whether you feel like you're alive and real or not. I don't care whether things are working or not. You don't just get to give up because there's people who care about you, and you just gotta believe us that we're real, and that you just gotta keep plugging on ahead and doing stuff. I might be, like Ralsei, prone to a little too much navel gazing, occasionally feeling sorry for myself and getting tangled up in the like weedy roots that are my mental health. So could probably use a Susie. Yeah, I do want to get my contacts back, but I stopped wearing contacts when I got surgery last year because I couldn't leave the house, and just haven't gotten around to getting them replaced. Because if you're not real, it doesn't matter what's going on with your body. It doesn't matter if your glasses are 10 years old and your hair is a mess and you don't bother to tame it or wear clothes that aren't jammies. This is the kind of stuff that I've been dealing with. But I am still making myself get out of bed. You know, actually, here, I will take a moment. Can I take a moment to be like super self-indulgent and not talk about Deltarune? But since you guys are here on this journey with me and have heard me talk about so many things in my life over the past 10 years, you might as well get the latest update on the Lauren. There was so Justin, I got prescriptions for my contacts that were my dominant thing that I wore for many years. Yeah, so like you've heard me talk over the years about worrying about whether I'm a monster or not. There was a lot of time in my life that I thought I was a really bad person, and I thought I was a monster who was trying desperately to be good and trying desperately to do the right thing to try not to be a monster, but I was still a terrible person. I'm pretty sure I talked about this while I played Night in the Woods. I think I talked about this during a few other games, but I don't remember them. And I did a whole lot of work to try to build a sense of myself and to talk about myself neutrally when I couldn't be positive. And that's what I always recommend to people. If you really do not like yourself, try to avoid negative judgments of yourself and just make like objective statements about things that you can be objective about. It's not as hard as trying to compliment yourself when you hate yourself. And it's good practice. But yeah, I got to the point where I was eventually like, I'm no better, no worse than anybody else because people all have flaws. So it's okay that I have flaws. That's kind of where I had landed. But the thing is, just as when I'm playing a video, you folks have seen me play a video game or two. You know how I am with video games. If somebody doesn't hurt me in a game, I do not hurt them. For better or for worse, sometimes there's consequences for that. I might have talked about this on stream before. I don't know. As has been discussed ad nauseum, my memory is a problem. But I just can't bear to make fictional people sad because they're still kind of real to me. They've always been kind of real to me. That whole fantasy reality blur thing that I know I've mentioned before. And so like at the end of the day, like when nothing around me feels real now, and this feels like this could just be some weird extended dream of my dying brain or something, I'm still trying to do right by other people. I'm still trying to make sure that I take care of my friends and family. And even when I'm feeling numb or not at all present, I'm still making sure that I say and do the right things, that I put the right smile on my face or the right kindness or softness in my voice to be able to give the people that I care about the compassion that they deserve. So like, apparently I am a person who will try really hard to be kind and take care of people, even if I'm not sure they exist. And even if I'm not getting any emotional reward for it whatsoever, because I'm not feeling good emotions. So it's not like you do a good thing and get to feel like a good person. I just do the thing because it's the right thing to do. And it turns out I'm a person who will do the right thing, even if I'm not getting anything out of it, which is not something I could have said about myself. But I actually think that's something I can say about myself right now. And I don't think I'm allowed to hate myself ever again because of that. Like, am I going to hurt people? Yeah, definitely. That always happens. That's what happens when you're in a life with other people. But at the end of the day, I do genuinely try to do right by people. And that's actually about all I could really ask for as far as being a good person goes. So that's the silver lining of this whole thing. Is that I know this about me, and if I ever come back to me and can feel things properly again, I hope I remember that. But I guess now it's documented for posterity because this is going to be in this video. And nobody is watching these videos who doesn't know like what they're getting into with watching a Lauren stream. So you're all going to be like, yep, that's 10 minutes of Lauren talking about her feelings about a thing that has nothing to do with the game. I don't know that I'll remember it, Chrono, but it will be remembered for me. How's that? Which is what I can do now. And yeah, there is a lot going on. You cannot expect yourself to save the world, and you cannot hurt yourself because you think you're not doing enough, because you're not saving the world. All you can do is find your sphere of influence and do the good that you can there. And if enough people do that, we can actually make a big difference. But don't you worry about that. You just worry about what you can do. And if you are in a group that is under attack and all you can do is survive, that is the good that you are doing, and the rest of us are doing the work that we can to protect you. Your survival and your existence is the good. That is the goal. That is the thing we want. So do not put additional stress on yourself if all you can do is make it. You making it is enough. So, how's that? Shall we get back to a video game? Is that punk of me? I'll take it. Well, let's go. It's a pretty good transition. The game is either going to actually have an ending for this chapter or they're going to drop a bomb on me, but we'll see. I have not seen the new Superman movie yet. Maybe I will. I don't watch things unless somebody makes me. But okay. All right. I do really like Superman when he's done well, so maybe I will. Well, no. I mean, like, as in literally somebody has to sit down with me and be like, watch this thing now. I can ask my roommate if we can watch it. She'll make me watch it. It's pretty good. All right. So Susie says, well, let's go. And Chris has nothing to say about this. Your hand lingers in the bright light. The light which only you can see. What an interesting detail. A strange calm washes over you. What happens if I go the wrong way? Nothing. Okay. Okay. I have heard. Okay. It's the first save point. Interesting. Well, it's been quite a while since then. Yeah, that's the thing, is I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think I've actually done everything. I think I've done it all that I'm gonna do. Is there anyone else to go talk to? I don't think so. Wait. Wait. I'm gonna try one last thing. I remembered there's actually a place where people go. If I can remember how to get there. Probably not. Don't worry. Or is this gonna take me to fighting things? No, this is where I want to go. Because there was somebody down here. Yes, you. Hi. Chris, you suddenly look much more adult. What is it? Did you make the journey? Well, slow down. Let me get the picture of your youth. Chris, our Chris. Yeah, just that. Hi, buddy. You's a cheater, ain't ya? Cheater. Now, honesty, that'll take you somewhere. Where are you headed? Here. Look, it is my duty to obnoxiously backtrack as much as humanly possible. I promise we won't go all the way back to the level. I'm trying to remember if there's anyone else that I can get to easily. Yeah, I think that was post-egg dialogue. Oh, hi, everybody! Everybody's dancing, and there's chips. It's that guy. It's all of that, guys. Does Fangamer have any that guy stickers? I'm gonna bug them. I'm gonna ask them if they could please make a that guy sticker for me. Oh, they're working on a that guy pin. Okay, good. I'm so glad. I need that guy. Okay, I just look, that guy is my friend now. Okay. I feel like every time that guy shows up in any future chapter, I'm gonna be really excited because it's that guy. Thanks, Chrono. Oh man, cookie cutter, maybe. All right, shall we progress the plot? Even I took so many photos of that guy. That's the thing, if that guy had... Oh, he's in a pin set, okay. Yeah, like the... I love, yeah, the pixelated tree. So 90s here. It does have some illusion of Gaia stuff going on there. Also, it's very short, so it has the awkward, what's the word? The loop. All right. Audience, would you please stand up and clap for our winners? Oh, it does have apples on the tree. It's because it's Toriel's tree and she's a teacher. For outstanding kindness and bravery, the Lightners have won the grand prize in good old Western font. So that's why it has a ching sound. Oh. Is she wearing a crown? Is she a queen in this world? Yes. No, that's her chair. Never mind. Here you go. She's all yours, folks. How wonderful. The family's all together again. Is it Tenna? Is it? Yeah, I knew this was gonna happen. Now you all can finally... And then Tenna gets killed by somebody or something. I figured that was going to happen. All right, so they're going to drop a bomb on our head. So Tenna? Who the hell are you? Susie's not scared of the darkness. Is that the night? If you don't tell us who you are, then... Like hell we're letting you take her. Chris, Ross, come on. That's an open rib cage. So, like, so much of it sounds like screaming. This makes me think of Super Metroid at the end. You know what I'm talking about. And that almost sounds like a voice. Like, it sounds like a voice scooping between those notes. And this is like a shrill voice. Like shrieking. Out of the register it should be singing in. And there's definitely a voice in there. And then the way it... And do you hear it? Detuning. And then we're back to our Super Metroid Mother Brain screams. And this is like just so like harsh. Like there's nothing gentle in this entire song. Like it is just unrelenting, shrieking presence and force. And it sounds like it hurts. And yes, as I was saying earlier, all of like a lot of the soundtrack for this chapter is exceptionally cheerful to an obnoxious degree, catchy, and you cannot sit still while listening to it. I want to sing this. I can absolutely sing the high notes that are even beyond what I should be singing. And even here, where we've got those little chimes. But listen to the low end, and it's just a little bit off. Like the tuning's just a little bit off. You hear that right there, right there. It's just off enough to hurt. It's just off enough that you're just like, if you get hurt by tuning things. Yeah. Oh my God. Well, in this case, I'm talking about like the notes being out of tune with each other. If you want to have a fun time, try playing along with Asgore's theme on an instrument at the exact time. Fortunately, with flute, I can choose whether I want to push in my head joint all the way or pull it out a whole bunch, because it is there in the middle and you get to choose which key would you rather play in, because it is in between two. Yeah, my glasses. I need to get new glasses. Okay. Who here thought I was going to finish this with plenty of time to spare tonight? I promise I did not intentionally stall. To be fair, I only took 2 tries to defeat Tenna. Oh, really? Everyone was telling me I was gonna. Love you guys. Oh, man. Okay. The roaring night appeared, and you hear it. All right. I'm gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Antlers? Don't. I'm just saying. That's just what it looks like to me from this angle. The thing that I found most interesting about it is its design, other than how like unsettling it is when it does the flop thing, which kind of looks like there's a couple of creatures in chapter 2 who have and they're like this, and you know, help me. They've got a thing on their face and their arms go like that. Werewire, yes, that. It kind of makes me think of that. But the thing that is most interesting to me is when it was like charging up and it leaned back and its rib cage was, because you can't see its rib cage now, but its rib cage was exposed and it opened up and there was this circle where a heart should be. Just saying. Do I have any idea what that is? I do not. But I'm thinking about it. Hold breath. Okay, check. Tenna might be alive. That is one way. That is one way of it showing that there is no mercy here. Oh man, he's doing such interesting things with this music. Chris analyzed the enemy. But Chris couldn't learn anything. I didn't think that Chris analyzed the enemy is usually what it says. Susie talked to the night. Thank you, Susie. I love you, Susie. I don't know what the hell you are, but potentially your girlfriend's big sister. I'm just saying. I got nothing but antlers to go off for that, but I didn't think it was usually in third person. Thank you. Leave Toriel alone, you hear me? Fine, you don't want to listen? Then we'll just have to do things the hard way. Susie will not act anymore. Uh-oh. Ralsei tried talking. Please, please don't do this. If the roaring happens, then he knows. He knows what it is. He knows what it is. Oh my goodness. Please stop. But nothing happened. You felt something hovering close behind your head. Hold breath. Chris held their breath. Their heartbeat quickened. The soul now moves faster. I think that's the first time we've had it called out as a soul in this game. Okay, well, my memory is failing me then. Ralsei tried talking. Please stop. But nothing happened. Suddenly, the north wind blew fiercely. All right, Susie, I'm gonna heal you. Chris held their breath. Chris smiled. Nothing happened. Ralsei cast Heal Prayer. Susie has grabbed its foot. She says, no, you can't. You can't take her. That's right! We called the cops! I thought there was like something like, oh my god, okay. So anyway, Undine has shown up, and apparently her police uniform has turned into a suit of armor. Hey, you! Stop! Police! What the hell is going on here? You've got some explaining to do, punk! The ultimate insult. Wait. I've heard this song before. Or have I not? Because it's... okay. It is from chapter 1. Okay, thank you. It fits very well with the battle scene music that we just had. Like the little like voices, except in this case things go up instead of down. Okay. Hey, what are you doing? Her hat is gone. Put me down. Hey. Hey, where the hell are you going? I just have to say, Susie's new axe looks like a toothbrush with toothpaste on it to me. Oh. All right. Chris, I'll be fine. You do whatever you need to. ... I'm just gonna... She's sleeping peacefully. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna follow. Or I'll say I'm sorry. This is the stuff that was on the screen when you first made the character of the vessel, I think. This sort of fog looks familiar. Okay, you can't interact with the light spears. Ah, here we go. This actually makes me think of the final fight in Chrono Trigger. Can't see anything. Chris, there's some kind of door here. We're still in the dark world. No, we're not. We're in the light world? Wait! Chris! I still see someone! They're down there! Down here past the church! God, the animation is so beautiful. The sprites are so good. It is! It is! It is! This is some really good animation. Hey! Hey, open up! Undine! Officer Undine, say something! Hey! Hey, this is a joke, right? You're about to come out of there, right? Oh. What the hell is this? It's some sort of electronic lock? Chris, what the hell is going on? Why did they take Undine in here? And why were they trying to take Toriel? What the hell are they doing, Chris? Like, if the cops... It's no good. The door, it's solid steel. This weird panel. If we could just get someone to tell us how it works. But we can't, right? We can't tell anyone about this, right? Because you saw that smoke, right, Chris? There's gotta be a dark world in there. If anybody else went in there, they'd... Toriel! She's still in the... Damn it! I hate to give up here, Chris, but... Let's just go seal that fountain. I'm not doing that. On the shelter was a strange panel. It looked like a digital security lock. There were 3 entry fields and 3 symbols besides them. Should be beside them? One had a pine tree beside it. One had an officer's badge beside it. And one had the Deltarune. Is Das the tree, the first one that was taken? The badge is the second one that's taken. The Deltarune, is that going to be Toriel? I appreciate the way it pauses after the word one, as though this is a story being told. What are you going to do, Chris? I can't control you. That's why he released these 2 chapters together. Oh, I know a couple of those people. Singing this song. To be continued, you don't say. Man. I see why people play one right after the other. These 2 are set. I mean, I guess I have to in order to save, don't I? Oh my god. Okay, yeah, the pacing in that chapter is wild. It probably is a very short chapter. And so you probably go through it really quickly and are like, this is really weird, and there's all this weird optional stuff. And then... Well, do you want to see the beginning of chapter 4? How long... Okay. I feel like if it's going to be a while before I can save, then I should probably go ahead and hold off. Okay, so here's the thing, folks. like I said at the beginning of the stream, I don't know about continuing to stream because I feel like, I mean, how many times have I streamed in the past few months? And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Wouldn't it be great if there was an answer that was like the right answer? That I could be like, well, I know for a fact that in 2 months' time, I will resolve this issue that I'm dealing with right now. And so I will wait 2 months and then come back to it and it'll be amazing and great. It's just... I'm just really like, okay, how's this? Can I inflict something on you that has nothing to do with this game? And I apologize for this. All right. I don't know that you guys are going to like this, but that's fine. We're doing this. Okay. It's like I try to tell you I'm orange as in the color, and you tell me you're sometimes yellow too yourself, or you start talking about citrus. I was clear that I did not mean the fruit, but even that would make more sense, because I can understand how you might hear a word and think of another meaning of that word. That's called a homophone. It's valid. I understand that people want to relate. They want to understand, and their minds bounce off of what I try to explain, like Teflon protecting them from the rain. There are things the brain resists understanding, like horrors and one's own shortcomings, and apparently the quiet pain of not existing in one's own life, of not being a person. When I was physically ill, I learned that people who love you do not hear your pain, and they do not carry its chronic nature with them. For them, you are always maybe about to get better, even if there is no better, because they love you and they cannot conceive of a world in which your pain never stops. And their minds want to will a better world, to tell a story of your healing, as though if they just cling to the story, the power of their will can make it truth. But now what's wrong is even more invisible. And each time I try to explain it, to beg for help, to cry that something is wrong, I wince in advance because I know every time they will hear words I did not say. When I say I can't remember my life, I do not mean I forget why I came into the room. That happens too, but it's fine. I can live with that. When I say I forget what happened last week, last year, 10 years ago, and the doctor tells me that sometimes a distracted mind doesn't write to memory. Thank you, doctor. I'm sure that will be relevant sometime. But what does that have to do with losing access to memories I used to have? I read journal entries in which a prior me recalls past experiences. I have forgotten writing about the memory. I have forgotten the memory itself. It is like reading a stranger recalling their life, but once I was the stranger, and once I could recall my life. I write a lot. I always have. So there are decades of written memories, a stranger with my name, writing things I only foggily recall at best. She is dead, I think. Sometimes I hear her crying. All she can do is cry. I'm tired of living her life, failing the people she loved, who I love too, failing in so many ways. You aren't conscious of breathing. You do it automatically. Imagine if every breath was manual. Breathe, 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 over and over and over again, every day. If you stop, you stop, and you stop. You would get tired too. I don't want, I don't feel, I don't fear, not really. If you're dreaming, you don't have to make your bed. If you're dreaming, you don't have to eat. You don't have to do your work. You don't have to clean your room. You don't have to write back. Nothing is real, and nothing you do matters. I always thought I lacked discipline, lacked self-control, but I'm still alive, and I'm still employed, and I still have friends, and hell, I'm even building new things, creating art even, and it is all manual. I met my nephew, and I felt numb. I played on stage with my band, and I felt numb. Music used to make me feel so alive, but you don't understand. I'm not alive, so there's nothing to feel. Just a blank emptiness stretching on forever, and a foggy haze around me. Who is the stranger with my name? Who is the stranger I see in the mirror? My body doesn't feel like me. I don't recognize it. It's 50 pounds heavier and my hair has fallen out. Years of pain and blood loss and maybe a little trauma taking their toll. I do my best to perform friendship, to perform love, because I do love these people. I know it. And they deserve to be loved. And if I can't feel love, I can at least act love. I can do love. Manually, consciously, with great effort, I can wear the smile and apply the laugh, search for the right thing to say, offer hugs, write down what I'm supposed to remember, and apologize over and over and over. I'm sorry I didn't write back. I'm sorry I haven't checked in. I'm sorry I didn't call you. I'm sorry I left your messages for a day, a week, months. But the fact that I am still here at all, if I am here, if here exists, if I exist, is proof that I love you and I'm trying. I wish she came back so she could love you the right way and feel everything. Feel too much all the time, like I know she did always, like I did my whole life. How is it that the person who always felt too much, who was medicated to feel less, told by partners to feel less, tried so hard just to manage the impossible expanse of her endless feelings, now feels next to nothing? You know that feeling when you step out of a movie theater blinking in the sunlight after all that darkness, after spending a few hours as someone else up there on the screen, and you have to blink yourself back into yourself as you emerge into the parking lot, your own mundane reality, your own self. But for a few seconds you are adrift, not quite in the dream of the story, not quite in real life. That limbo is my existence now. If I am alive, if I exist, if this is not the final fever dream of a dying brain. And I have to put faith in the reality I don't feel and tell myself I'd write better villains and a kinder universe. So I know this can't just be my dream, even if it feels that way. Please don't ask me how I am. I don't want to say you don't want to know. We will go around and around and around and around. You will think you understand. I will say no. You will try another angle, I will say no. If it were simply a common experience, if it were simple, if it were common, I would not be like this, I promise. Eventually, if we travel enough circles, we may arrive at an understanding, or I may simply follow the circles into a spiral, and I am so tired. I don't know what to do about it. I don't know if there is a doing about it, if it will get better. Something is wrong, and it's not that I'm absent-minded. It's not that I'm sad. It's not that I'm flaky. It's not that I'm aging, or any of the other ways people have tried to put it in a context they understand, or to reassure me that it's normal, common, okay. I don't remember the other things they've said about it. I have a foggy impression of it, but you know. Anyway, I'm still here, and I'm going to try keep being here, because I'm used to pushing through hard things. I remember I called it walking on broken legs emotionally. I don't remember why I said that or what I was referring to, but I know I said it, and I did it. And if you see me, I will laugh and smile and joke, and I will wear the right face and say and do the right things, at least sometimes, because I am so good at masking. Wore a mask for so much of my life, and if there's nothing under the mask now, well, I can run this on manual autopilot, or try, and I will keep trying, but please understand it's not easy. And something is wrong, and it may never change, and I am so very sorry. All I can do is my best, and I am, even if it doesn't seem like much. So that's the only thing. All I have is words. You know that as well as anyone. And so if I quit streaming, or if I quit streaming for now, and I don't come back to it for a while, that's why. It was easy to say, I have no stamina because I have low iron and I'm in pain because I have endometriosis, and people would be like, I understand. I don't think people can understand this unless you've been there, and I sure hope you haven't been there and that you never will be there. But that's where I am and where I have been. And I don't want to quit streaming any more than I want to never write another story, or never fall in love, or never build things and laugh with genuine happiness with my friends and family. But I don't know if I can continue to ask this. Maybe it's good for me. Maybe it's good for me. But if I stream when I am like this is what you will get. I cannot be Lauren as I've been for so long. Even Lauren who is going through it in the past. There is something that I cannot keep together now that I used to be able to. And like I've said, I don't know if it's responsible for me to stream in this state. I don't know if it's responsible for me to put this out there for other people to hear. But it is what I am right now. And it may not change. And I don't know. And I have tried so hard to ask for help. And if you saw me crash out on social media yesterday and today, it is because yesterday I went to a psychiatrist to talk about things and received help that was not help about problems that were not my problems and very little acknowledgement of what I am dealing with. And so I was devastated, but I've also decided to try a few things myself. Well, you would say that, Pipco, but that is what I have encountered with literally every medical professional that I've seen in the past few years when I try to talk about this. So I want to know what happens next with this, just as I want to know what happens next in Disco Elysium and have taken, 2 years off now. But yeah, thank you. Like, I know I'm going to come out of this and be like, did I really say all that on stream? And to a degree, the thing that I said about, you know the feeling when you come out of a movie theater and you're still kind of halfway wrapped up in the story. I think that happens to everybody, even people who don't get as into things as I do. That, to some degree, is what happens when I stream and I come away from streaming, when I've had a good stream and I'm into it. And there's like a certain degree of that that's normal, but I feel like adding this and that, I worry. I don't know. Maybe I'm being overly dramatic. Me, dramatic, never. It's also possible that I am making a bigger production about this now because I'm on the cusp of getting better about it, because that has happened before. I don't know. But thank you very much for listening to that and letting me read that. That was a very vulnerable thing. I've been trying to figure out how to record that and share it with my friends and family, because I do have to talk in circles with them before they understand what I'm trying to say, if they understand what I'm trying to say. And I thought maybe if I did this, it would say something. Oh, no, the neurologist is the one who told me that sometimes your brain fails to write memories when you have distraction because you have ADHD. So I can tell you that an MRI and an EEG both show there's nothing physically wrong with my brain. My doctor thinks that I have CPTSD. The psychiatrist seems to think that it's possible that it is a vitamin deficiency, which I can take matters into my own hands with that. Or I'm not sure what else. He really didn't seem too concerned about it. And then was like, why are you crying? And I was like, because I thought there was a possibility I might get help here, and I'm not going to. I will write down the things you're saying about problems I don't have in case they become useful later. But, and my therapist, who I'm no longer seeing, said that she thought it was my thyroid. So everybody has an idea, and nobody who has an idea, like none of the ideas that any of them have is within the specialty that they oversee. So consequently, there is no treatment. But I will do what I can. Thank you for being understanding. I have always worn my heart on my streams. My heart on my stream. That, yes, I have worn my heart on my stream. Basically, that. Yes. And I guess why I stop now. So follow me on social media, or best case scenario, just join the Fleety Pies Discord if you can, and follow Stream Chat and Stream News to know whether I'm streaming. If I do, it will probably be on Tuesday nights, but I don't know for sure if I don't know when I can't know. But we can always play it by ear and see what'll happen. And in the meantime, like, yeah, keep in touch. If you like my writing, I don't actually have very much of my original fiction out there, but I do have some fanfic, and I want to get back to writing fiction. Just it's hard when writing comes out of your soul, and I haven't felt like I have access to mine. So yeah, you can check it out on AO3 if you want. There's a little bit of Deltarune fanfic there. Proceed with caution. There is one spicy fic that is not Deltarune. It is Final Fantasy. But I have not been keeping up my writing, even my fanfic, but I'm working on it. I'm trying a little bit at a time. And I will try to get more writing. There's some audio drama stuff I want to put together and things. So I'll try to share. Thank you. I didn't expect people to want my writing off of this, but thank you. I don't really write poetry. This was poetry in the form that it comes out of Lauren, which is to say prose with pause breaks and things. I don't know. Thank you. This has been a very interesting stream. I think anybody who comes to the VOD of this without any context will be very confused, but I appreciate the rest of you. Thank you, Moth Computer. You don't have to, but thank you. I need to figure it out, and I'm on my own to figure it out, but it is nice to hear that this does not make you all uncomfortable, and I will try my best and keep in touch, and maybe we will dive into chapter 4, but take some time to sit and think and talk about it. Thank you. In a lot of ways, like, I've been dealt good cards. Like, I have friends. I have a very supportive roommate. I have a very supportive family. I have a very supportive and understanding job. So like there's a lot of things that, like, I'm okay. But I'm still going to complain about the things that are hard. Thank you. I will keep you all posted. Yeah. I see kind of why people said that I should play chapter 3, though. Based on all of that, I feel like Chris and I maybe will resonate in a strange way, perhaps the way I resonated with Frisk playing through Undertale. Thank you all so much. Thank you. And please take care of yourselves, okay? Like, seriously, the world is on fire. You cannot put the world out, but you can keep yourself going. And if you have enough to spare, you can help people in your circles and do good. But it's enough for you to keep yourself going too. All right. Good night. And I will see you all later. Bye.